archaeologists. I'm the John Structor. I'm having an escape from Monkey Island adventure, and let's turn on the controller, even though it's very weird. I was going to dedicate some time to fixing it, and then I didn't. I decided to just do nothing. Just like these folks standing in this room. There we go. Let's talk to the bank teller.
Hi there.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
I'd like to make a deposit.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I need to make a withdrawal.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like a loan, please.
All right, sir. And what would the funds be used for?
I want a life-size chocolate pirate ship, and not the hollow kind.
Oh, life-size chocolate pirate ship. With loans for edible items, we tend to charge a higher interest rate.
Makes sense to me. When can I have the money? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Do you have a job?
I'm a mighty pirate.
I see. And what's your salary?
Nothing.
Thanks for your time. Someone will contact you in 3 to 5 business years.
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh, well, there is this.
Oh, my. That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir.
I sense it's going to...
Just follow me into the vault. We can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest.
Ooh. Yeah, I sense it's going to be a bad idea that
Here it is,
he has
sir.
that thing he's
The
holding.
safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
That Governor Marley was an eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now. Hot water
Is there a
bottle,
second?
monkey
What are you doing out
pacifier,
here?
Grogomits, Jimmy Hoffa, do-it-yourself tattoo kit, bloody stiletto knife, bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips. Ah, there it is.
Stick 'em up.
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Marley heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I don't remember this at all.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
Cool. Yeah, I was sorry. What I was trying to say was, I predict that it was a terrible idea to give him that the gubernatorial symbol. Are we stuck in a? Oh, what? What just? Why, yes, I have broken the game again. Luckily, we weren't playing for very long. Let's just load our game.
Hi there.
Welcome.
What happened? I'd like to. I'd like.
Thanks for.
I'd like to.
Fine.
Marley, here's.
I see.
I'm. Oh,
Oh, just a moment, Miss.
Skip through this.
That's
Right, we'll go a little bit slower.
hi there. Marley.
Well, I apparently don't have the patience to go a little bit slower. It was... seems to have issues with items going in and out. Okay, I'll go slower here, I promise.
That's Mr. 3.
As you wish, sir. If you'll just follow me into the...
Behind the counter.
This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. Phew, this thing reeks. It smells somewhat...
So I'm a little bit paranoid. I'm just going to keep saving.
We've got you surrounded!
So is he framing Guybrush?
It's an old cracked sword.
I want all of it. And don't forget the loot behind the counter.
I can't use this.
Everybody freeze! This is a robbery!
We've got you surrounded!
Cool. Save it one more time.
You'll never get me, Guybrush Threepwood, coppers!
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
We've got you surrounded!
I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too.
Broken sword.
That didn't get me anywhere. The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit. With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Everybody freeze! This is a robbery!
Come out with your hands up!
Elaine would probably kill me if I went around misusing this. Elaine would probably... With what?
Oh, it broke again. It's when I put...
You try it, punk!
Oh, I'll use it at the top range.
That didn't get me anywhere. I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood!
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit.
Okay.
There seems to be something inside. It's a music box. Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
Don't even try it, punk!
It's an empty safe.
So we go. Gonna take ages if I keep having to do this though. Right, one of the.
It's huge.
Okay, I assume I'm gonna have to use the fine grog because.
You'll never get me, Guybrush Threepwood, coppers! Top of the world, more!
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
I want all of it, and don't forget the loot behind
I
the
guess
counter.
this grog is too mellow to eat through the door.
Interesting. About just the hinge.
I can't reach it.
I like that he died. He tried.
Guybrush Threepwood.
I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door.
Down on the floor.
Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to use it with the crack.
Your lawyers have negotiated a settlement. Now drop everything and come out.
My lawyers are fired.
I think I'm getting close. The door looks ready to pop.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty bank robber.
I think I'm getting close. The door looks ready to pop.
That's GUYBRUSH THREEPWOOD.
I feel like I've already displayed that I know I get the gimmick.
I said don't move. So long, suckers. And remember, you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey! Where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right. Down to the jailhouse with you.
Wow.
Right, you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit. Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
To find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offence, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Hey, I should bring Meat Hook here. You'd like this place.
Inspector Kennard.
Inspector?
Yes?
I'm innocent. It was the no-nose pirate that robbed the bank.
Who? Peg-nosed Pete. Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny-ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
why don't you believe that Peg-Nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Treatwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed a bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great. How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A, new evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2, the stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z, the real criminal, would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
Cool. So, like, one of the things that I was a little bit nervous about was, like, the game hadn't given me a quest. Like, well, it had given me, like, really small stakes quest. And we've been given our 3 things, finally.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. Where can I find Peg-Nosed Pete?
If I knew that, he'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Luca Island.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
It's good to see that Luca Island doesn't mollycoddle its criminal element.
9 Maiden.
Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
Oh yeah, fuck, save my game first. John, are you really gonna do that every time you pick something up? Oh, it crashed! Okay, let's see if we can figure out what does this. Like, if I just... Okay. Oh, I may have... Okay, I'm gonna teleport... Yeah. Oh no, he's still holding it. Oh, wait, but I did it. I need you to go away from this, my stuff. Nah. Why is there now? Go! Go away! Sorry.
It says, Contra legis marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means... Actually, I have no idea what it means.
Dr. Otis.
Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Jace?
You're not helping. What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, it's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
Is that a sub quest? Oh, hang on, I can just do that. I should double check. Yeah, nah. Okay, Brittany might not want to talk to me, but I can give it a go.
That
That's a very aesthetically pleasing fountain, I think.
Why, hello there, Brittany.
Oh, hi. Why do you sound like a sick kraken?
Oh, sorry.
Why are you hitting on Brittany? You're married, Guybrush. Also... Oh,
Sorry you lost your job.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't like working at that bank much anyway. I've always really wanted to be in show business.
What kind of show business?
I want to be a singer.
she seems fine.
Oh,
Okay.
backup dancers. I don't have any skills or experience. But I figure, with the right attitude, there's no stop.
I didn't skip that.
Me too. Maybe we could start an act together.
I don't think so. I'm looking for someone a little more
Piratey?
cool.
Then why were you wasting away at the bank?
I was making ends meet while I put my act together. Guess I needed the push. I was getting too wrapped up in the whole financial system thing.
Hope that works out for you.
It's a bank teller's quite a lucrative job, isn't it? Even in the year 2000.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
Hope that. Is it too late to open an account?
you're funny, Mr. Threepwood. The bank is no concern of mine anymore.
I know someone who has a crush on you.
Castan. I don't know his name. Was that?
That Castaneda fellow. You know, the chess player.
Oh, yes, I know. Poor Santos. He's so tragically intense. Macho, but sensitive. But he's so busy playing that stupid old game with his buddy. It's like I don't exist sometimes. Hey, I have a dream. Want to hear it? Someday, when I'm rich and famous, he'll look up from that chessboard for a second and suddenly realize what he... Ironic, huh?
Okay, so I don't know why it skips either. It's just a janky game.
Well, I have manly things to do in a sensitive way. Bye.
Right, I'm just gonna save my game. So I don't know why yet, but I guess we have to ruin that chess game and get those two together. Just a good deed on my part that hopefully we'll get an important item from. Who this?
It's a pile of empty perfumes. Hey, stop that. I'll just take one.
That joke's in Blackadder, isn't it? Sense and Sensibilities.
It's a full bottle of perfume. What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Sense and Sensibilities, where subtle fragrances from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Hugo, aren't you in Day of the Tentacle?
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of...
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail-Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive...
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalised by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah.
So there's a lot, what was I going to say? Escape from Monkey Island's obviously never going to be my favourite Monkey Island. I know it is some people's because I was reading online, but I do like the plot point of the encroaching outside interests. You know, the end of piracy and all that.
Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
Beep. You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nosed pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Luca Island.
Thanks. What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Let's see if we want some grog. I've got some... Oh no, we used up the grog, never mind. Oh, fuck! Ah! Wasn't that long ago. We just gotta have that conversation again. Okay. I mean, we probably don't need the conversation because it's just information we're gathering. But you don't like. There's a chance that it's also a trigger in the conversation.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles. I'll just take one. Nah, I prefer to keep this to myself and a select group of close friends. What's with all the how do you what's like? You would when I ram thanks. What to thanks. When I ram thanks. What's that? Oh, do it. Smell you later.
Thanks.
Whew. This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation. I've already got one. It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles.
Oh, I can't run until I get outside the there we go. There's clearly something over there. It's House of Sticks. Let's investigate.
It's a barrel of sticks. I don't think there are any sticks I want in that barrel.
Freddy, where's my new walking stick?
It's right over here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand-carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep.
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
Yep.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your racket?
Most people around here call me Freddy, which is a sensible thing to do, considering that it's my name and all. I carve walking sticks.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Luca Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. they're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week.
Yeah, but he doesn't pay for them.
Single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Back and forth on the deck of my mighty pirate ship.
Oh, I see. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll be walking with my wife. She's a governor, you know.
Whatever you say, sir. How long will you be walking on average?
8 hours, 23 minutes, 37 seconds.
Very good. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
Oh, sorry, I completely missed your messages. I'm streaming this from PC. Oh, I didn't see. I'm using... Scum VM. Because I had a lot of issues just getting this game to open. I'm sorry to hear that you've had issues. I didn't even consider it was on the PS2. It's really janky, this version, though. Oh, I can ring the bell.
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
Specifically, sometimes when I pick up items, Guybrush stops responding. But, yeah, this is just the GOG version.
If I had a hamster, I could use this stuff for bedding.
Also, there's some weirdness because I've reconfigured the buttons, and now some buttons do two things at once. That could probably be fixed, though.
Irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price. I don't think that would help anything.
I had to download an extra... I followed a guide I found on the internet, but I needed to download a thing. I can't remember the word now. I'll just see if I can think of what the guide was. Give me a second. Yeah, because just dragging it in didn't work off the bat. But I needed an extra thing in the folder, and I found a Reddit thread of people trying to get it to work that I followed, and it worked then. But yeah, I'm trying to be more. Hang on, give me a second. See if I can. Escape from Monkey Island. I'm actually, had I remembered it was on PS2, I might have just like downloaded a version for PS2 instead. Which I'm still tempted to do, actually. Wouldn't take me that long to get here. But okay, I'm gonna need to figure out what the actual thing I asked. Yeah, because it never used to support it. Okay. Residual. That wasn't that. Past year. All secret. I'm having to open it directly from the Scum VM as well. If I try and open it from well, from GOG or from the two files, it doesn't open. What's the program? I actually... Alright, let's reverse engineer this. Oh, I see. I've had nothing like that. I'm not sure what's causing that then. I didn't even consider that. Yeah. Okay. I found... Okay. There's a program called Monkey Update I was using. There's a link here. Although I didn't need to use... The only thing I needed was Monkey Update. I did need something else actually. But it wasn't those things. I also needed to get something for the VM to work. It's all of these by date modified. Yeah, I needed to get some direct. Oh, it was. I think it was DG Voodoo. Okay. Yeah, I got some stuff from this website as well. Because, yes, I initially got it working, but cutscenes weren't working and it was just weird. But, yeah. Monkey Update and a bunch of stuff for DG Voodoo CPL, which I think I needed to use to get Scum to work. Because it didn't... Oh, yeah, because it played like a minute and then crashed. But, yeah, unfortunately, I think it's always worked with my OBS. And I'm not sure why that is. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully I've got... That's helpful. Let's go back to the game. Oh yeah, there's a link here as well. I'll put that link up. Though, yeah, I'd be really tempted to use the PS2 version because it's still very janky. Okay. I'm just going to wait for this to disappear and then I'm going to... No problem. Right. I got some sawdust. Yeah, well, my setup right now, my run button also is the confirm button.
These sticks
So
are
if I
perfectly fine to me.
if I
To
try
the
and
untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with them.
They're probably fine for the non-discriminating type of consumer, but those sticks wouldn't pass the muster for our high-end buyers.
there's got to be a reason why we're in this shop.
This must be Freddy's calculator.
Okay.
It's Freddy's stick catalog. Why would I want to look through the catalog when I've got the real thing right here? Pirates don't need calculators.
Besides, it's not yours to take, Sonny.
I don't think the guy has ever cared whether something is or not. We may not have robbed the bank, but we have stolen a lot of other stuff. I don't think we've gotten everything we need from the House of Sticks. Actually, oh, grassy
I better
knoll.
keep clear of this before I get accused of another crime.
Yeah, the sound cuts out as well. Sometimes it ends things early.
Law practice for dummies. I'm not picking that up.
If we knew where the body was, we could order an exhumation. Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
We're almost done.
But we need one more document.
The deed to the Marley Mansion.
Gee, that's a coincidence.
Why?
Well, Grandpa Marley's letter mentioned something about the deed being in the Lucre Island bank, so I went over to get it.
And?
And while I was there, a no-nose pirate robbed the bank, stole the deed, and framed me for bank robbery.
That's horrible.
Outrageous.
Do you need representation?
No thanks. I trust the courts to recognize my inherent innocence. I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit? That sounds
Intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I'd like to sue the ghost pirate LeChuck for emotional distress.
We can't sue a ghost. That'd be unethical.
Immoral.
And besides, there's no money in it.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood. We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
I'd still like to...
Who do you...
And why?
Can I sue Inspector Kennard for false arrest?
I suppose.
Possibly. Maybe.
Well, the media would love it, but Kennard is
How shall we put it? Poor.
broke.
Bereft of funds.
You'd have better luck getting blood from a turnip.
A small turnip. A small, dead turnip.
I'd...
Who?
And
Let's sue the electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games.
what?
I have no idea why I just said that. I'd...
Who?
And
Never mind. Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
What do you call a galleon full of lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
A terrible tragedy. A horrible waste.
A potential negligence litigation goldmine?
A good start.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. Do the families of these lawyers have proper representation?
What's the difference between a lawyer and the ghost pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While LeChuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck. Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met.
Just gonna spend the next 20 minutes doing lawyer jokes.
How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy. You hook him up to a reliable,
Though legally inadmissible.
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving.
I do like that it said that it was legally inadmissible.
Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one? Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven.
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room.
I don't think you can sue like angelic beings or like God because they have a legal right to defend themselves, and like a fictional person can't defend themselves, and therefore cannot be sued.
Why don't you?
Who says so? What?
Okay.
Well,
Please.
the law of the sea.
Or you know, like
No body, no foul. Is it time for lunch yet? Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
Well,
Please.
so I didn't mean to go back to him. Nope. Oh, whatever.
if I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Wait, I forget I can teleport out of the
We'll
room.
just buy all the expert witnesses we need.
The Palace of Prostheses.
Hey there, moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to, until you came along, that is.
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke, and nobody on this island will trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
Well, you could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
Ooh, would that be Stan?
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him, but he didn't have a bag with him.
Really?
Where? I'm looking at him!
I hear my parole officer calling. See you later. This bank sure has a lot of windows.
It does.
Returning to the scene of the crime, are you?
I was just looking for evidence.
Right. Bank's closed until my investigation is complete. So I don't want to see you going in there.
To the palace.
Let's see. Rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here. I haven't seen so many pointy things in one place since my last dental checkup.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here, they call me Dead-Eye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
it's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
Oh.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do, send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you've generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
Why is a barge full of bunnies sharp?
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry?
Harry. A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
All three of them became the butt of a very naughty limerick. The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
This is a noble experiment that never quite worked. A team of French proctologists decided to attack the problems faced by pirates who lost their butts. Some had had their butts shot off in battle, others had worked their butts off, while still others could no longer find their butts with both hands and a flag. After many years, they created this, the Faux Butt 3000. To everyone's surprise, it flopped.
But why?
It turns out that people would rather have no butt at all than a phony butt.
What was up with that story?
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to...
Can't get enough of Once upon...
Jerry?
Jerry had...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly.
Fred? Well, what happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their
Okay.
early 30s.
Sorry, I shouldn't have
You wouldn't
skipped.
believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dread... You really should leave...
I know. Here's your...
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-Class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No, no-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh, my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
It's
that's
Pegleg
too bad.
Pete.
Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
It appears to be some sort of high-tech file retrieval system. It's some sort of document.
The name on it says
Edward M. Bow.
it has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies.
Interesting. Okay, I think we need some prosthetic skin, because I remember that. Because I'm never going to forget that particular puzzle. I think this might even be the bulk of the game. I'm not sure though, actually. Don't. Quote me on that. Well, we know the duck's important because duck is in this picture.
It's a rather unspectacular duck.